Hey, it's Dave from cheapwinefinder.com again. It's beginning to look a lot like the weather's warming up outside. All our 18 inches of snow in Chicago. There's now puddles. And today I've got a wine. Actually, a while back, I did a Zoom wine tasting where they sent me these wines. They're from Domaines Barons de Rothschild's Lafite. And it's their export blend. Export wines. These are made, shipped out to the United States, and they use different vineyards. It's not, for the most part, their top of line one is Lafite vineyards and Lafite cooperage and all the high-end things you get with that. But this is their line of wines that will go out to the world. They have different sourcing of the grapes. Diane Flamand's the winemaker, and she just makes that brand. And they have different wines, Malbec and Black, and this is just, let me grab the bottle. The brand name is Legende. And this is simply Bordeaux Rouge 2017. Rouge is red in case your French is really bad. And it's really, it's one of those things where if you don't really know a lot about Bordeaux wines, you can kind of count on Rothschild, Baron Rothschild Lafite, to provide quality. I mean, because sometimes, I'm always seeing $10 Bordeaux in, Trader Joe's and Aldi and other places. You could, and this is, I think, closer to 15 and 20. And, is it any good? And I have one, and I never remember what domain or chateau it was the next time. So with Legend, you can actually remember, at least, hopefully. I'll take a sip. And there's one thing about French wine that I always forget when I drink value priced West Coast California, South American, Australian wine, is tannins. Tannins are a chemical in the grape skin, and that's white. When they crush the grapes, the skins stay with the wine. That's where the tannins come through. White grapes don't do that. That's why you don't get tannins in white grapes. But tannins is a chemical compound that kind of you can feel, and it's one of the things that's supposed to be in wine that in California wines, they kind of get rid of a little bit, especially when they're trying to get it to come together quicker so they can sell it quicker. Like this is 2017. I'm not sure if this is the newest vintage, but it took some time before they released it for sale. And if it's a 2019 red or a 2018 red, they're probably going to reduce the tannins just so you can get it for sale quicker. And you have a French wine, get those tannins, and I forget. It's like, oh, what is that? And it's like, oh, it's supposed to be there. The wine I normally drink don't have it. Yeah, maybe it should, and maybe it shouldn't. I don't know. When I get used to drinking the California stuff, I forget about the tannins, and then when I drink the French stuff, it's like, oh yeah, now I remember. It's a very French wine. It's always good. I always think when I'm drinking a lot of California, Washington wines that every so often I need a French wine just to reset my palate, because they're going to be a little bit different. There used to be a thing about old school and new school. Old school was balance was everything. And new school was flavor then balance. And people used to think there was a war going on, and it wasn't. It wasn't a war. It was tastes were changing. People liked the flavors. So even French wines, while this one has plenty of balance, has the flavor too. And you get the good blackberry, and I got some licorice and some coffee and some blueberry. Yeah, it's long, it's sleek. It's an interesting wine. Tastes great. Well made. If you don't know a thing about Bordeaux wine, well, let Domaines Rothschild Lafite take care of it for you. They got you covered with Legend. Third sip tells you it was good, and like I said, it's different. I forgot about what wines with this kind of structure, even not expensive ones like this California wines don't do this. They try not to do this a little bit. It's kind of fun to drink these wines. So we got some more coming up. Like always, I'm not quite sure where we're going, but we'll have some good things to drink and talk about. So adios, keep it cheap. Don't get too warm since the weather's changing, and I'll talk to everybody a little bit. Bye-bye.